Hello, part 12, Haunt Insider. Had a busy weekend. I wanted to try to get a couple Haunt Insiders up before I was leaving on Thursday, but it looks like this will probably be the last one that gets put up before I leave. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to pre-record at least 2, if not more, just depending on, how much time I have. But I have enough haunts right now set up to do 2 Haunt Insider episodes. Pre-record them. Save them to the computer, and then while I'm out on tour, Katie can upload them, every 3 or 4 days or something like that. So at least over the next 2 weeks, you guys will, there'll be some going up. I didn't want to do 2 weeks of none, and I also didn't want to try to do them on the road, because all I really have on the road is my iPod, possibly borrowing a laptop computer. I don't take a laptop with me, but... and I didn't want the quality to dip down and of just like me recording one solid video just talking about some stuff and not really going into detail. So that's sort of the plan. Let's get started on part 12 right now. First up is YouTube channel Witch Doctor 1. It's spelled witch and then DR, abbreviation for doctor, and then the number 1. And the haunt is actually not a home haunt, it's at a bar. And it's called Duffy's Bar. I was first watching there's one full video for 2010, and then there are 4 videos of just like single props, like 20-30 seconds long. I was watching the 2010 one, and I'm like, oh wow, this is cool. Is it in a garage? Is it, in a house? I couldn't figure it out, and then I realized the entire channel is nothing but clips of the bar, just random people being drunk or, special events and stuff. And it happens to be all set up in a bar, which is amazing because there's a lot of Halloween crap. And this bar doesn't look that huge either from the outside. From the front, there's a flying crank ghost up above the door, and you can see that there's a video that says, like, My Flying Crank Ghost 2010 or something like that. Really cool, just a little display with, sort of a trim and border on it of this ghost up above the bar's entrance. Inside, a lot of different scenes set up, really low, creepy ceiling with creatures coming out of the ceiling, like of netting and spider webs, and it looks like they're in the woodwork. Really cool. One scene is of a sort of front porch, graveyard-looking scene. That's the clip I'm going to show you right now. You got the rocking grandma, you got like a little fire, I think it's like a TV prop of fire, and bunch of creatures like spiders and stuff all over the house, and then there's a little scene out front of it that has just some gravestones. Pretty cool. As you can see from that clip, it's shot really quickly, and it jumps around a lot. A lot of the little pictures are in sort of like old film strip style, so it's just a little different and more unique than just walking through the bar or the display. Lots of really small props and stuff all hidden everywhere, a lot of insects and skulls. Everything, the most unique thing about this display is everything has a coating of blacklight reflective paint on it. So even like all the store-bought props they have are all very unique just because everything is glowing and they all have different stripes and little things on them. So that was definitely the first thing that really drew my eye. The bar is located in La Habra, California. So if you happen to be in that area around Halloween time, maybe go grab a drink, or it's also a restaurant too, and go check it out. Nothing for 2011 video-wise. Hopefully they'll put something up. Again, it is Duffy's Bar, and the YouTube channel is Witch Doctor 1. Next up is a haunt that can be found on the YouTube channel Northrad. I've just recently seen him around on like the Shadow of Palms chat, and I think he's getting a little bit more active in like the YouTube Halloween haunt community. I've been subscribed to him for a while, and I've checked out his haunt over the last few years. He has videos up from 2008 to 2011. In 2011, he did a Mayan curse theme, which was really cool. Kind of hoping maybe he'll also do it in 2012, because everyone knows the world is ending in 2012. And maybe, just go even farther with it, with that Mayan theme. In 2010, he did a really cool Wild West theme also, which might have been the first video I really discovered from him. I'm not sure, though. The Mayan theme has a lot of really cool props from 2011. A lot of skeletons with spears, sort of like little wooden huts, and a lot of stone structures and stone monuments with Mayan symbols built into them. He also has a pretty cool pirate ship and some pirates as a part of the theme as well from 2011, and I think that's is carried over from past years and just gotten bigger and better. There's a animated crow that I like, that it looks like he built himself, there where the head just sort of slightly turns and looks around a little bit. I'm a big fan of crows. I've had an entire crow scene at least for the last 5 years in my display. The little clip that I want to show you is of a few talking props that are basically giving you the rules and description of the display. There's a full-size skeleton, there's a skull with sort of like Viking horns coming up out of the ground, and they're just talking back and forth to each other, so that's what I want to show you right now. It's a little quiet, but on my computer it's louder than it's probably picking up.
I haven't seen anything so appetizing in centuries.
I think I recognize that Viking skull's voice. Maybe you guys do too. In the description of the 2011 video, there's a link to go view some more pics from 2011 and past years of the haunt, and there's some really cool shots in there. The haunt is located in Daphne, Alabama. Go check it out if you're in that area. And I really wanted to showcase him. Like I said, I've been seeing him around more in our normal vlogger community, haunt community, but he's been around on YouTube for a while with his Halloween stuff. But he only has like 34 subscribers, and there's no reason why, just knowing off the top of my head, sort of a good number, why he shouldn't have at least double or triple of that for our normal viewing group. So go subscribe to him, please, and leave him some comments and thumbs up and some high fives and other random bodily gestures that I'll leave out. I won't go that gross. But check him out. It's Northrad is the YouTube channel. And the final haunt comes from YouTube channel Jinx U13. It's located in Denver, Colorado. Really straightforward theme with this haunt. Not a ton of props and not a lot of space, but just really well executed. It's all about witches with this one. They only have 2 videos on the YouTube channel, and only one of them is Halloween related, and it is for their haunt in 2010. The witches are really great, really creepy, great faces on them. All the faces are masks that they bought from a company called Death Studios. DeathStudios.com is their website. I really love these staked cornstalk corpses that they have, sort of like captured victims from the witches. Damn. They're sort of crispy looking, almost like they might have been, just rotting there forever or burned at the stake. That's the little clip I'm going to show you right now, is of those corpses. There's 4 stalks with corpses tied up to them. I like how they have the twine wrapped around their hands into their throat, almost like they'd be choking themselves if they struggled too much. And their expressions on their faces are pretty cool. They don't look too happy. There is some music playing during this section, but I had to mute it for copyright reasons. But it's from a band called the Scottsquatch band, so I definitely had to mention that. Pretty cool rock song. There's also a few handmade corpses, groundbreakers out in the yard as well. There's a animated coffin that the lid is clanking back and forth on, and there's a stirring witch, cauldron witch. So there's a few animated props to go along with all their static ones. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, check it out. Jinx U13. This is the end of this episode, guys. I will be putting at least 2 or 3 up while I'm gone on tour, like I mentioned. So you won't have to wait too long. Thumbs up, subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment down below, and catch you next time on the Haunt Insider. Peace.